Here it is. So my name is Susanne Geissler. I work with the Österreichische Gesellschaft für Nachhaltiges Bauen, ÖGNB, in English, the Austrian Sustainable Building Council. And I do the national project management for the QUALICHeCK project. I will present to you a few, let's say, some information about training and certification schemes for installers in Austria. And what I would like to present is the following. I will give you a short overview of trainings and accredited certifications for HVAC installers and electricians, planners, and other interested groups such as architects. And these training and certification schemes are the certified solar heating installers and planners, the certified photovoltaic installers and planners, certified heat pump installers, and comfort ventilation engineers. And at the end of my presentation, I will talk a little bit about the success of these programs, the lessons learned, and also I will present a few new developments based on what we learned from these trainings and accredited certification schemes. So the covered areas are installation of PV systems, planning and installation of solar thermal systems, heat pumps, and ventilation systems. These trainings and accredited certification schemes have been developed from 2001 on. So the training on heat pumps is offered since 2001, was accredited in 2005. The training on solar thermal systems is offered since 2004 and accredited since 2009. The training on PV since 2006 and accredited since 2009. And the training on ventilation is the latest one since 2007, offered and accredited. Accreditation started in 2015. So you see there is this training offer and the accreditation, which means not everybody who attends the training and does the exam is automatically also accredited. What is necessary for accreditation, we'll see later on. Who is responsible? So the trainings and certifications are offered by AIT, the Austrian Institute of Technology, and the trainings are accredited by the Federal Ministry of Science, Research and Economy. In practice, the trainings are offered by AIT and other institutions AIT cooperates with, because there are also trainings offered in several regions in Austria to make it better accessible for the target audience. So what I said already is that you can attend the training and you do not automatically also have to undergo the certification, but you can. So they offer a comprehensive training program which is complemented by the option to obtain a certificate according to standard 17024. And what is required for the certification according to this standard? The documents required are verification documents of professional education and professional experience. Then a verification that the employer is a licensed enterprise, which means the employer holds a license needed to be able to work in the specific field. It is necessary to have the confirmation of course participation, the examination document, and data of reference projects. And I think this is the most important point, that those course participants who obtain the certificate prove that they really can do the work, and they prove it with reference projects. So projects they carry out, these projects are supervised and they are assessed, and usually it's 3 reference projects which are needed. The validity of the certificate is 3 years, and if there is no recertification, the certificate will be withdrawn. So you see, it really focuses, or the program and their certification really focuses on ensuring the quality of the works. Certified persons are listed on the website of the certification body, and I put an example of this list. This table summarizes the characteristics of the programs. You see the prerequisites, the course duration, the cost of course, the cost of examination, and the conditions for certification. I will not go through it in detail. You see that the course duration is several days. Cost is approximately €1,400. Cost of examination is separate because you can do the course just as an attendee without examination and certification. And important conditions for certification is that you pass the exam and submit reference projects which are assessed and which must be correct. And this is the condition in all training schemes for PV, solar thermal, heat pump, and ventilation. So let's come to the success of the program. How much trainings or how many participants did attend the trainings? So we have the numbers until April 2015, and until that time, approximately 2,500 participants attended the trainings and have completed the training courses. When we look at the certifications, it's not that number. So until April 2015, AIT has certified or recertified in total more than 540 installers, 235 for heat pump systems, 205 for solar thermal systems, 102 for PV, and 2 for installations of ventilation systems. So when you look at the time when the programs were introduced, so from 2001 on, that number of participants is not that much, and the number of certifications is even smaller. The motivation and expectation of the participants is to gain direct access to the latest trends and technological innovations, and to have a clear competitive edge in their industry. So when we look at the first point, to gain direct access to the latest trends and technological innovations, I think this expectation is met. This is what they get from the training, from attending the training courses. However, to have a clear competitive edge in the industry, there is still, this expectation is clearly not met, because in practice, the demand for qualified and certified installers is definitely not much. So it's not supported by any scheme at the moment, by any support program. There is just a recommendation in the Sustainable Building Guidelines of the Klimaaktiv program to contract certified installers, but it's just a recommendation. The Klimaaktiv program is important in Austria because it is the official national climate protection program. Yes, so certification and or qualification standards, it's not a prerequisite for support programs at the moment. And this is one of the reasons to consider to introduce mandatory requirements regarding qualification, at least in support programs, could be very important to increase the demand for qualified and certified installers. At the moment, obviously companies have a lot to do, because if we look at the reasons why companies do not invest in vocational training. Among the important reasons are there is too much work and no time for training, and the available qualification is considered as sufficient. So you see this graph here where the reasons why companies do not invest in vocational training are listed in total over the total of companies, but then also the red columns represent the specific situation in the construction sector. So there are many reasons, like high costs of training courses, course offer is not suitable, it is difficult to assess the need for trainings, they already invested in further education, but the most important one is just too much work, not much time, and the available qualification is sufficient. This is the view of companies. So our experience is different, but it seems that the market does not strongly demand for better quality of the works, but this does not mean that there is no need for it. As I said, our experience is different. We know that there is definitely need for better quality of the works in terms of achieving a better indoor air quality, energy performance, and reducing loadings for the environment. But the challenge is that many of these deficiencies are tackled in warranty procedures, and very often deficiencies are not even detected because occupants do not know enough to detect them. So it's a huge issue. All these experiences, lessons learned, have been taken up by initiatives such as CrossCraft. This is a program carried out in the framework of Build Up Skills. So what they try to do is to come up with tailor-made training offers responding to the time and cost pressure issues and communication problems due to lacking language skills. One of their key conclusions is that, for instance, blower door tests carried out in the presence of the workers are considered most effective because showing them where the leakage is will be more effective than any lecture. So a very efficient approach, not taking much time, but with a lot of impact. So I give you a short overview about these tailor-made training offers. They are short, practicals, and some of them are on-site. So we have a 2 days CrossCraft training on energy efficiency addressing all trades involved in the construction of the building envelope in order to create cross-trade competencies, which means it is the focus to understand the interfaces between trades. Then we have a 4 days training, which is similar, but includes renovation issues and also includes installation of building services systems. We have a 3 days training for experienced staff to contribute to better quality of the works as a supervisor at the construction site. Then the 3 hours on-site training on airtightness, which I mentioned already. It is about how to avoid frequently made mistakes. And then we have 1 day specialization courses in renovation of the building envelope and installation of building services systems. What are the first results about the success of these trainings? The most successful one is the 3 hours on-site training on airtightness, how to avoid frequently made mistakes. The other trainings are still difficult. It's still difficult to motivate companies to participate. For instance, the training to employ experienced workers and further qualify them to be supervisors on the construction site is a very good idea, but in practice it's very difficult to implement because of also cost reasons. Also in the CrossCraft project, they were discussing how to increase the motivation for qualification, resulting in better quality of the works. And it was the clear opinion that the independent control system, according to Article 18 of the EPPD, should address the quality of the building envelope, which means to compare EPC input data with the actual situation on site. And this control system should also address the efficiency and performance of building services systems by means of requiring acceptance reports and checking them. At the moment, we don't have this in Austria, but it's highly recommended to further develop the independent control system regarding these aspects. So there is the expectation that this will help to increase the demand for better qualification and then in the end result in better quality of the works. So this was a short presentation about the situation in Austria. Thanks very much for your attention, and I'm ready to answer your questions.